So in today's video, we'll be talking about IM8 Health. Now, this is an e-commerce supplement brand that has absolutely blown up. Like the biggest thing that I've seen, the last time I saw someone blow up this much was AG1 Official, right? And this one has absolutely blown up. It's been using a lot of celebrity endorsements. It's completely come in and captured the space, okay? And it's standing with the giants of e-commerce supplements, and they are growing and scaling their business. So in today's video, I want to show you how, if you want to launch a supplement business, the exact 6 to 7 figure blueprint that you need to follow to be able to have a successful launch, because we're going to be studying what they're selling, how they're sourcing it, how they're advertising, marketing, and selling the product, and the type of paid ad strategy that you need in order to sell a supplement business, okay? So without further ado, let's get right into it. First things first, what I can see from Winning Hunter is that they're doing about $1 million every single month with about $40,000 in sales a day, with 500 orders coming in pretty much every single day. And as we get into Black Friday, I'm sure this is being ramped up. The top countries that they're targeting are United States, United Kingdom, Canada, and Australia. These are the top e-com countries to target if you want to start a brand, unless you want to target your home country. If your home country isn't viable, these are definitely the top countries to target, right? And I'm pretty sure that their biggest customer acquisition channel is Facebook. Let's go ahead and take a look at what product they're selling, right? So the product that they're selling is the ultimate all-in-one daily supplement. Okay. Now, this is something that has been co-founded by David Beckham, all right, and trusted by, the best tennis player in the world, and developed by experts at Mayo Clinic and NASA. So this is definitely a product-focused business, okay? Look at this, the ultimate all-in-one daily supplement for everything. So essentially, since the supplement industry has absolutely exploded, what these guys have done is essentially decided to make it easier for anybody and everybody to get their daily vitamins, their daily minerals, X, Y, and Z in one easy to digest manner, right? You don't have to take a bunch of different things for sleep, for gut health, for energy, for mental focus, right? You take one and it basically suits everything. Now, typically when I recommend people get started in business, this is not a strategy that I would recommend that anybody do. Okay. And the reason that I say that don't go for everything is because you're going to need budgets like David Beckham and like these different companies that have put money behind this to be able to dominate, right? Because they're essentially competing with everyone, right? So if somebody's offering better sleep, they say, hey, why don't you take our supplement? Because you're not just going to get sleep, you're going to get X, Y, Z and everything extra. Okay. And this is a very founder-led business, right? It essentially has a ton of research behind it, a ton of world-class scientific expertise behind why the supplement works, and obviously it's endorsed or backed by one of the biggest celebrities in the world. This is everything that it has. Okay, and so this is the value, right? So one thing that you have to remember is whenever you're positioning or pitching your product, you have to show how it essentially either saves you time or either saves you money. Okay, so over here, look at how much money this one supplement saves, okay? Because it replaces 16 other supplements, okay? So if you're spending money on multivitamins, superfoods, immunity, electrolytes, adaptogens, prebiotics, heart vitality, all of this, right? This thing gives you all of this anyway. So it's saving you a ton of money, okay? Now, I want to speak about this supplement in general because this is a really, really cool product that does a lot of stuff. But I'm also always going to talk about these businesses in the lens of I'm thinking about you wanting to launch your own supplement business. Okay. If you are going to go ahead and launch your supplement business, you have to make it abundantly clear how this particular tool will save you money. The best businesses. This is another one that, makes over $1 million a month, but this does it with e-com. And, these guys do have these funnels in common, but I remember this because we just had a marketing conference where people flew into Dubai, and we were speaking about this. We were analyzing different aspects of all these businesses. But even this, look, save time, save water, save money, right? So this is a hair removal tool, but it also shows you how it saves you money if you decide to purchase it. Similar to this. So there is this underlying thread that's running across all these 6 and 7 figure businesses. And if you understand why they do certain things, because if a celebrity like this guy has endorsed this brand and is running this as his own brand, he's co-founded it, they have the best people in marketing that are going ahead and putting pages like this together and putting products like this together. Our job as marketeers is to study what the best are doing, because if they're spending millions on ads and making millions in revenue, right? Why would we try and reinvent the wheel when we can just look at what they're doing, understand the core concept of what's happening, but adapt it to how we want to launch our products? And that's the whole concept behind modeling and launching. Again, 92 ingredients. This thing has 92 ingredients that work for you, right? And beyond cost saving, beyond the money, so it has to save you money and has to save you time. Beyond the cost saving, look at how simplified the routine is, because you don't have to scoop it up and put it in, or you don't have to take a pill. It's in one sachet, you mix it with a glass of water and you drink it, right? Simplified routine, improve compliance, optimize ingredient ratios, reduce pill burden, less packaging waste, guaranteed quality, clinically proven. So not only does it save you a lot of time, it saves you a lot of money. It gives you everything you need. Why would you go and take anything else? Okay, and I've seen a ton of celebrities get behind this, some great UGC, some great influencers, some great like MMA fighters. Everybody is recommending it. And another thing that they're really leaning into with this brand, this is one of the best pages I've seen in e-commerce and supplement e-commerce. And you guys are going to be very excited when I show you how we have now modeled this page, and we're going to launch supplement businesses with this page as our template. Okay, I'm going to show you guys how we're going to do that towards the end of the video. But this page, I think, has so much going for it. Okay, there is not a box that they've not checked, right? Limited time launch offer, which is scarcity and urgency. They have a superior product that solves an important need, which is everybody, a lot of people that are drinking a ton of different supplements, it takes that in. It's clinically backed, so it's an expert in its field, and it's expert led as well. Like David Beckham is a world-class athlete who needs this himself, right? Tons of customer reviews, right? Tons of social proof, right? Very, very high up when it comes to flexing its muscles with its ability to perform what it says, right? It's certified. It's a vegan, allergen-free, gluten-free, so any objections are being handled. Again, backed by world-class scientific experts, right? A note from the founder himself, so you know who it's coming from. So there's a little bit of a personality behind this. Every business that has a personality or is founder-led or is expert-led will tend to do a lot better than just faceless or brandless pages, right? Replace your daily supplements with just one easy to drink, and look at the offer stack images, or look at the product images that they're using. It's beautiful. It almost feels like a nice, refreshing drink. It doesn't even feel like a supplement anymore. Look at everything that they're saying you're going to get when you start taking the supplement, right? Again, 92 ingredients. Again, you can read about the specific things that it has as it pertains to you. Again, how is it going to save you money? More testimonials, how it competes with others. And so leading green powders, again, like I said, I think the other biggest person in the space was AG1. They saw that it was like more of a greens thing, and not everybody is like a greens supplement consumer, right? So they decided to come up with one that looks a little cooler, feels a little bit good. You don't have to scoop it up. It's in sachets, right? Trusted by athletes, physicians. Again, kill him with proof, kill him with results. You know, if you do something like this, like when somebody comes here, it's like, it's not even a cost of does it work, because that has already been answered. It absolutely does work. The only question somebody who's here is like, can I afford to invest in this? And a lot of people are prioritizing their health and wellness, right? Okay, ingredients, spotlight, the power behind it. Again, these are all the guys that, for heart health, for joint and gut muscle, they've gotten doctors to speak about it, right? Simple to use and powerful results. Just take one scoop. And then they even, again, the marketing team behind this is a powerhouse because they didn't leave anything to chance. They even showed you how to use the product. It's very, a lot of people assume that your customer is a knowledgeable person with a relative amount of knowledge who understands, inherently how products work. There are people who would see this thing and go like, wait, how does it work? Like, what am I supposed to do? Does it come in this glass? Will they send me the glass? Will they a lot of people just unfortunately have those reduced attention spans. They have those, they glance through things. They don't know, even if it's the simplest product, you can't take that chance. And these guys have it. And that's why they also have it where they're saying you mix, you enjoy, and you experience. So they're showing you how to use the product. Again, look at this. Consistency is key. Again, they don't want any objections being left, right? So most users report notable improvements within the first week, with comprehensive benefits developing over 4 to 8 weeks of daily use. So you got to use it for a while to see those benefits. 10,000 5-star reviews. And now they've made an insane offer. Okay, what is the insane offer? If you buy the daily ultimate essentials today, you're going to get their signature red cup. You're going to get the single serve storage box. You're going to get five extra sachets, all for free. You're going to get all these amazing gifts for free if you buy the product. So they've built up an offer. They have risk reversal in there where there's like, okay, it's a 30-day risk-free money-back guarantee. And they have FAQs in here, right? What are the benefits of this? How soon can I get results? And so, guys, with all of this put in place, they have not left anything to chance. And so a question that I want to ask any budding supplement business owner is that, are you doing this when you're trying to sell supplements? Or is your play simply to open up a Shopify store, connect Supplyful, and then go ahead and sell products like that? Because this is what the best in the game are doing. Even though it's a David Beckham led brand, all this dude had to do to make this work is put his face on it and put a button next to the thing that says buy it because I've made it, and he would make millions and millions. Okay. But what they're doing is they want it to be more than just a founder led brand. They want this to be a big worldwide powerhouse. Now, as a beginner, what I want to make sure that everybody understands is that you don't need to be David Beckham. You don't need to have this type of knowledge about supplement manufacturing. You don't need to have these expert-led brands. You don't need to have this. But if you can model and get as close as possible to how the best in the world are doing it, you are going to notice and you are going to be a part of receiving a very similar type of benefit. Because even if you're not here yet with your supplement business, you are going to eventually get there. Okay. And so don't think, when I have these science backed, when I have all this, that's when I'll create pages like this. No, absolutely not. I want you to start modeling the best and launching like the best to get the best results. Because even if you don't get the best result, it'll still be better than what you would have gotten had you launched in a very normal way. Okay. And so what I want to quickly show you is what me and my team are now going to do, that we have this, now that we know that this is how this brand is launching and how we're going to help our students launch their own supplement businesses. So what me and my team have done is we've developed a very similar page to the original page. Okay. It has everything. It has the founder-led branding in the start. It has these customer testimonials. It has a moving banner. It has the fact that it's clinically tested. It has the certificates. It has everything that you need to be able to launch your very own founder-led brand. And the colors have been changed, the branding has been changed, and everything has been put in place so that you can launch exactly like the giants in the industry. Now, I'm going to show you how, if you have a supplement business that you want to launch and you want to launch it with this page, I'll show you exactly how to do it. But this is exactly what we're going to be doing with our white label dropshipping members. If you guys want to understand what white label dropshipping is, click that link down below and imagine your supplement brand had a page like this. And imagine that you could launch with funnels like this inside of your Shopify or your ShopFunnels stores, right? This is what the core concept of white label dropshipping is. We model the best and we give you the best chance at success. But then, your question then is, Ali, I don't have customer reviews. I don't have clinically proven results. I don't have world-class scientific experts. I don't have a note from a major thing. I have my ingredients. I probably can make a really nice offer. I can talk about how those ingredients work for me. I can talk about the savings. I can compare me to others. But I don't have some stuff that IM8 has. So how am I going to compete? Let me show you how to build your page so that you don't have to essentially have all of this. Okay, number one is, for the start, it doesn't have to be you. You could have an AI, or if you have an influencer who you want to collaborate with, who'll work with you, who'll be the face of your brand, that person can go ahead and be the face of the company. But it's always good to have a nice face, promoting the business. Okay, now, over here, when it's co-founded by, I would say put your name in there proudly, okay? But if you can't, you don't have to go ahead and essentially, put any names in. But then what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to use this section of your funnel to imply a very high level of persuasion. Now, what they're relying on is the celebrity to get social proof. What you're going to have to rely on is the results. So let's say you're selling a melatonin that helps people sleep, okay? You're going to have to really do your research and find scientists and studies that have said that the ingredients in your supplement help people sleep. And that's what this entire strategy revolves around. You don't have to necessarily go ahead and say that your brand does it. You're going to have to say that ingredients that are in your supplement do it. And you're going to have to find those studies, and you can have ChatGPT find them. You're want to go and find all of the data that supports the fact that the ingredients inside of your supplement, which you can verify by showing the ingredient list, the ingredients inside your supplement do give more energy or gut health or whatever your thing is. And you're going to want to go ahead and say that world-class experts have backed the fact that those ingredients, or world-class researchers have backed the fact that those ingredients actually help you succeed. Okay, so you're not basically going ahead and telling people that, oh, my brand works. No, you have to go one level down and go that your ingredients work. The formulation itself, how you've created it, that is true. And then your entire marketing campaign is based around truth. It's based around the fact that, you're not, essentially pulling the wool over anybody. You have to be super, super persuasive and find those avenues to go ahead and position your product as the top. And that's all this is. Okay. You're going to have to position and flex like you're a 6 or 7 figure business. Okay. This helps you do that. The pages like this, I promise you, help you flex your 6 or 7 figure muscle. All you have to do to use a funnel like this is go down, look at white label dropshipping, put your logo in place of theirs, and imagine the impact that you can have when you start using businesses like this, because the best marketers in the world sat together and created this page for David Beckham and his team. Now, you don't have access to those marketers, but you have access to guys like me that can understand pages like this, that can break down every single element of what works, that can go ahead and create a funnel for you that you can download onto ShopFunnels or Shopify. And then once you're inside white label dropshipping, we'll actually help you edit and amend this, create the ads for this, and launch your supplement like a 6 or 7 figure business. That's been it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Appreciate each and every one of you. Links to everything that I've mentioned are going to be in the description down below. For any questions that you have, feel free to hit me up.